Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me and my little brother Cooper here. And right now, we're about to break open this book from my idol. 12 Notes on Life and Creativity by my idol, Quincy Jones. Forward by the Weekend. I didn't notice that before. But, okay. You ready, Coop? Okay. Let's read this story. Abrams Image, New York. hmm Dedicated to my 7 beloved and cherished Rugrats, Jolie, Rachel, Tina, Cutie 3, Kidada, Rashida, and Kenya. Wow. I like how they're not chapters. They're they're notes, not chapters. All right. And I'm only going, trying to keep it under 15 minutes. All right. Um, all right. Let's go. Forward. I'm just going to start off by saying that there are no words to accurately describe the man who is Quincy Jones. The man who changed not only the course of my life, but the course of history. I'm not here to tell you about the awards, accolades, and accomplishments that Quincy has received or achieved. I can't even count all of them. It's gonna take me years to count all of them. Okay. So right here. Because one, we'd be here all day. And two, we already know he is that dude. No qualifiers necessary. However, I will share that how the work he does when the cameras are off has often been the most impactful. Allow me to explain. I had of course been a fan I had of course been a huge fan of Q's since I was a kid. Me too. In fact, probably 1997 when I was in the womb, I was probably a Quincy Jones fan. And the music he made with Michael Jackson inspired me to pursue music even more. Well, well then, that's how I am. The music, well, not just the music. It's not just the music for me. Watching Fresh Prince of Bel Air on the WB, which he helped create with Andrew Borowitz and Susan Borowitz, he co-created that. Watching Fresh Prince on the WB, guys, that's how the man influenced me, and also Aaliyah. Aaliyah is one of the artists I always listened to as a kid. One of my go-to artists. And just so you know, my little brother Ben Bounce. I'll give the book to him when I finish. He probably might watch this. Um, Q was my idol in every sense of the word, and I tried to soak up any clues to greatness he may have left behind. I felt as though I knew him. Me too. In fact, I met him like in May. He waved at me, like he nodded at me, like, bruh, because I practically did know everything about him and his work, but we hadn't met yet in person. Fast forward to 2015 when Victor Dre, or Dry, surprised me by bringing Q to my show at Dry's nightclub in Las Vegas. I nearly lost my mind after I heard that my idol was sitting on the side of the stage and about to watch me perform. And I bet you Quincy, Mr. Jones, Q, is going to watch me read this. So we're going to continue, I don't know if I'm going to get to the chapter 1 in this video. But I plan to read the first, well, shouldn't say first chapter. I should probably say no A. All right. So I heard that my idol, I nearly lost my mind after I heard that my idol was sitting on the side of the stage about to watch me perform. As soon as I finished my last song, I couldn't make it over to him fast enough. I was so laser focused on meeting him, the reason why I even do music in the first place. The reason I like to do acting and singing and dancing. And why, I sing, well, I don't know when I'll be back on the choir. My mama will be back before I do, but she doing her schoolwork. That I barely even noticed there were fans on the other side of the stage screaming my name, trying to get my attention. The first thing Q told me was the first thing Q told me as I approached him was, "Go to your fans, go to your fans. Take pictures and sign autographs with them. I'll still be here waiting for you afterwards. They're more important." I like how humble this guy is. I like how humble Quincy is, and that's what has always influenced me. Even to this day, out of all the lessons I learned from him, out of all the lessons I learned from watching his public interviews or listening to his productions for hours on end, that one piece of instruction proved to be more meaningful. At that moment, he was teaching me something I will never forget. Nothing is more valuable than the people around me, and giving back is always better than receiving. I did as I was told, and after I finished meeting with the fans, Q, the legend of all legends, was still there waiting. His humility was beyond me. In this business, it's common to think you're the biggest VIP on earth after earning a hit record and a bit of fame. But to see the man who has achieved more than anyone else could carry himself without a single ounce of selfishness was the best example of walking the talk. Fast forward once more to September 2021, when I received the inaugural Quincy Jones Humanitarian Award at the Music in Action Awards hosted by the Black Music Action Coalition. Coalition. I haven't learned to pronounce that word yet. But to say that this was an honor is an understatement. But when my words fail me, I let my music speak. So maybe one day you'll get to hear about it. Okay, okay. I received lots of props on this on the heels of this achievement. But as Q taught me, through his words and actions, giving back isn't something to be praised. It is something to be done regardless of recognition. The small, private moments are often what matter most. And if anything, this book is about that exact dynamic. It means a lot to me because although I have a public persona, I tend to be a private person. I'm still that same Ethiopian kid from Toronto who grew up without a father. And Q's the same, and Q is still the same kid from Chicago who grew up without a mother. We may have different personal reasons for creating, but I will never forget. But I know we'll never forget where we came from and why giving back is always more important than receiving. As Q so beautifully says in the final chapter of this book, my hope and prayer is that our individual creative voices may serve to share a glimpse of connectivity with those who need it the most. And I can only hope that is what my art has done and will continue to do. We've all made mistakes, myself included. But that's why I love Q. He isn't afraid to confront them head on and use them as fuel to become a better person. This book is no exception. If anything, it's about to become the rule. On June 14th, I tweeted, Quincy Jones came last night to watch me perform, and I'm still trying to process it. I'm still trying to process when I saw him in New York. Boy, Lord. Should I even tag him? Should I even tag him on Instagram? Bro, I'm reading this. Lord, Lord. Woo, Lord. On September 23rd, 2021, I accepted the Quincy Jones Humanitarian Award, the best award I've ever gotten in my life. And today I write the foreword to 12 notes on life and creativity. It's an honor I will never take for granted. So, Q, thank you. Thank you for everything you've taught me publicly and everything you taught me through your words and actions. To everyone else reading this, even if you've already read his autobiography or know everything there is to know about him, I hope you'll take the time to listen to the advice he has to share with you in the pages of the book. In the pages of this book, bro, I'm so nervous. Reading this, I shouldn't say crap. Reading this gold, okay? I should say reading this gold because I promise it is what matters the most. Able the weekend Tesfaye or Tesfaye. Tesfaye. I didn't get to finish the I ain't we didn't get to no A yet. But I'm gonna read into that point. I'll be right back, everybody.